Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Candidly with Coffee.
And just like that, we are back.
And you have coffee.
I do.
I don't because it's too late.
Oh, yeah, it's a little late today.
It's too late for me. It's almost 3 p.m., you guys.
Yeah.
This is unheard of. We usually have our coffee. It's usually a morning thing, but it's just the nature of the beast lately.
Sometimes you got to switch things up.
Yeah, it's hard to get everything in. And just know that this is Thursday afternoon. After this, I still have to go feed my dad dinner, get him all settled for the night, and edit this. So when you guys are listening to this on Friday morning, I want you to appreciate the fact that means I had to work late.
Yeah. We don't have a video editor or nothing
Executive
like that.
Producer is me, myself, and I.
Not yet.
No.
Not yet. One day.
Yes.
We'll get there.
Yeah. In fact, you guys, we're going to be designing, like, one of the rooms in the house is going to be our podcast studio. And so I've had it in my head for a really long time, like what I wanted it to look like. And I finally put it on paper. Like, I designed it in Canva. I sent it over to you.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
cozy.
Think like cozy coffee shop vibes. Like,
yeah.
I wanted the environment to look like, hey, let's grab a cup of coffee and go gossip or go chit chat.
Yeah.
That's what it should say. It shouldn't say come sit at the table. It might, you could have, this is like sitting at the kitchen table.
Yeah.
But not studio. Like, I didn't want it to be like
I know
table,
what you mean. Yeah.
Because there's different styles, of podcasting. And I just wanted the kind of conversations we have are the ones that you have over a cup of coffee or like in the break room at work.
True.
Like random shit that you read about.
Yeah. Of course.
That's what this is.
Pretty much. Life events.
Yeah. So I'm excited about that. I feel like that finally putting it on paper and like seeing it, I'm like, yes, this is it. Because it helps me have a vision for where I want, what I want to do with this and like where I want it to go.
Yeah. And don't forget, you guys got to help us out too. We got to grow.
Yeah.
Without you guys, there is no
Please
podcast.
Leave us a review.
Yes. Refer us, recommend us.
Yeah, let me see.
Whatever it takes to grow.
Yep. Leave us a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts and help us out. Today was like a weird day for me. I was busy, but just weird because I did everything backwards. I went to Orange Theory this morning and then I went and took care of my dad, got his breakfast all situated. He's living the life over there like a king. I have a tray now that I roll over to him and he just basically rolls up and has his hot breakfast right in front of him. Timed it well because I didn't want to make him breakfast this morning. So his favorite breakfast from Denny's.
What's his favorite?
It is the Choco Nana banana pancake breakfast. So it's chocolate chip banana pancakes, hash browns, and scrambled eggs. And
sounds good.
So what I did was when I got to Orange Theory, I did the DoorDash, but I did the schedule a time. So I scheduled it to arrive right when I would be getting to the house. Mm-hmm. And it was perfect. I got there, it arrived, and then I split the breakfast in two. So now he's got breakfast for tomorrow morning too, because he doesn't need to be eating that entire breakfast.
Nah, it's
kind of a lot.
It's a big portion.
So I did that, and then I what else did I do? Oh, I took Nobby. We ran errands, Trader Joe's and Target and all of that. We had to get a new Nespresso. So if you guys have noticed, we have not had coffee on these episodes very often. It's because our Nespresso machine broke.
Yeah, it was down.
We had to get a new Nespresso machine, so I surprised you with a new machine today.
Thank you.
Fancy schmancy.
Fancy schmancy. At least they're not so pricey like they used to be.
Yeah, no, it wasn't bad. It was $200.
Yeah.
$200 for the Vertuo Plus. I definitely recommend it. There is nothing like that frothy, they call it like crema.
Yes.
That's at the top of your
froth.
Nespresso. It's like froth.
Yeah.
And it said, and I did not know this, but if you grab a spoon and you fold that froth, it releases even more flavors and aroma. So I thought that was interesting.
So for you coffee snobs like myself, there you have it.
Yeah, and
Espresso.
So at Target, I also got a few necessities because tomorrow on Friday, I'm filming a video, 3 different kinds of protein ice creams. And I don't know, I thought up some combos that I thought would be really yummy.
Nice. So we're going to have some protein ice cream to eat, huh?
Yeah, we are. I'm going to have to eat a pint of ice cream tomorrow. I'm probably going to eat so much ice cream tomorrow because I'm going to have to taste test it and all of that. So plan on having some ice cream tomorrow.
That's a good little snack like meal,
Yeah.
protein,
I'm gonna make
ice cream.
I'm gonna make some good ones.
I bet you are.
I'm trying to perfect the consistency to be like a real creamy, yummy consistency.
The more you do that, the more you practice, you do get better.
Yes.
You perfect it. Like me with my protein pancakes. I'm still trying to.
Yeah.
I'm getting it down. You can't overcook it is the key.
You know why?
be
Because
cautious.
protein gets rubbery if it's
Yes.
overcooked.
Yes.
When you're using
And it
protein
tastes
powders,
gross.
if you stick with the ISOs, you'll have better consistency of your pancakes.
Yeah.
ISOs or a casein protein are for baking. Just a regular whey protein is going to get very dry, very dense.
Mm-hmm.
So you got to be careful with
It's
that.
gonna taste rubbery.
That's also what happens if you try to heat a protein bar. So keep in mind, you can only heat it ever so slightly. It's actually best to heat it with your own body heat. So if you want your like protein bar to be melty, tuck it under your leg or put it in your pocket.
That's true.
Let your body warm it up, and that'll be a nice gentle warm up. It'll be gooey and yummy because in the microwave it goes from cold to burnt or
To like caca.
hard,
Quick.
like caca.
You eat and you're like, this ain't good, man. What is this?
Yeah, no bueno. All right, moving on to the hot coffee topic. I came across this headline and it just made me so sad. I could not believe the luck of this poor couple. But there was a couple.
I have a feeling I know what this is.
They were in North Carolina. Did you see this?
Yes, I did.
They
It's insane, dude.
literally were leaving their wedding reception in a golf cart. They were being driven off away from their wedding reception in a golf cart and got hit by a drunk driver. And the bride was killed. This poor woman died in her wedding dress. It's heart-wrenching.
I know.
And he is in critical condition. There was a couple of other people that were injured, but he has a traumatic brain injury and he's in pretty bad shape. But it was so sad because I was reading it.
I believe it was a woman that was driving, or am I wrong?
I don't know. I didn't get the details, but drunk. And it was so sad because he said that one of the last things she said to him was, "I'm so happy. I wish this day could last forever." And then she died shortly thereafter. So the picture that I'm popping up on the screen, you guys, that's literally them walking out to the golf cart. And everyone was like cheersing them off. They had an amazing wedding. And it's just...
It went from amazing wedding to...
traumatic. So there's a GoFundMe for the family to bury her and to also support his medical expenses. But it's just heartbreaking.
Yeah.
Like absolutely.
Like these two found each other. Their loves of their lives. They got married and now...
God, that's why...
Some selfish person decides to drink and drive. I swear, man, these people are so selfish. They don't think about the consequences, man.
I know. Like my friend Hector, him and his baby, newborn baby, 4-month-old baby, or was she 8 months? 8-month-old baby were killed by a drunk driver in the middle of the day. He had just picked her up from his mom's house who had been babysitting her. And the middle of the day, this woman was drunk.
Yes, wasted.
And killed him and the baby.
Well, and why do they always live? The drunk
person always lives. I think there's something medically to explain that.
It's because they're super relaxed. I think,
like
body.
They don't tense.
They're the one doing the impact, not
receiving the impact. They're not receiving it.
Yes, yeah.
I don't know.
It's weird,
I think there's some science behind why they usually are not as injured. But
or some divine forces keeping them alive. Don't think about this for the rest of your life, what you did. Because regardless, you're going to go to prison, but just the nightmares of you took some lives, that's on your conscience forever now. You just destroyed some families.
Is it the lady that was... Okay, I saw another video that I didn't know was connected, but there was a lady who had just killed... Oh, no, that was something different. She was like singing and dancing in the interrogation room, and the cameras, they showed her, and she had just killed 2 people. But she didn't even know that she had killed them.
Yeah. I think I seen that video, and then she kept asking about, can she get her car because she has to go to school?
She was so loaded. I don't know what on, but on something. I'm like, honey, you ain't going
sweetheart,
home.
you're never going back to college for like 20 years of your life plus. Like, you're tripping. You're going to prison.
It's just not worth it, you guys.
A cop was trying to tell her that, like, you're going home. You're going to jail. Like, you killed 2 people. Hello, are you there? Are you dumb? Are you aware? This is serious. I don't know if she's in shock, if she's pretending like it didn't happen. Like, you're in some serious trouble, lady.
Like, I will drive home. Okay. I will drive after 2 drinks sometimes, but it's only if I've been somewhere for several hours.
Yes.
1 drink, if I go to dinner, I can have 1 drink and drive. Beyond that, can't drive. But if I'm like, sometimes Lisa and I will linger for hours, like 3 hours at Luna, I could get away with 2.
And if you're...
Because it's a large meal,
yeah.
two drinks.
Yeah.
But that's it. Beyond that, it doesn't matter how long I'm there. If I don't even ever have a 3rd drink. I never get to that
Dangerous. Because you already know, once you have that 3rd drink, you're going to tip to the other side.
But I can't have 2 drinks with dinner and drive home.
No.
That's a no.
I don't even do that.
For my stature.
I just do 1.
I think it's 1 drink for every 2 hours or something like that. They say it's like a guideline.
Yeah.
And I know if something is a
and
strong
body weight,
drink.
because I'm bigger than you.
I cannot drive after 1 drink at certain restaurants. And I know Zazil and Santana Row, those margaritas are strong.
Yeah.
I don't know what the heck they do. And the El Jardín ones are strong too.
Yes. And then what's that spot here in San Jose? They make swirls, those drinks.
Oh, that's a definite.
You had. I think my friend Eric had 2 or 3 blacked out. You can only have one. One has you wasted. You can't drive after one of those.
You guys have never heard of it. It's called a Keys.
A Keys.
And they're sangria swirls. It's basically a margarita and sangria together. And 1 makes you drunk.
Yeah.
2, and you are praying to the porcelain gods for a lot of people.
Probably, yeah. 3, you're gone. I think my boy did 2 or 3.
I actually don't
think they won't say more than 2.
They serve, if they know that it's the same person, they will not serve you a 3rd. That's how strong they are.
I think it was after 2. He went bye-bye.
I don't think I could drink a whole 1 now.
I wouldn't even try it. It's not for me.
Give me a headache, make me sick.
You're mixing too much. There's too much sugar in that. There's sangria mixed with tequila. No.
But young people like them because it's 1 and done.
Yeah.
1 and you're like, good, you can.
Yeah, my drink going to the clubs when I was a young man was either a Long Island iced tea or Adios Motherfucker.
Oh, because they have 7.
Because they're strong. Yeah, they mix hella alcohol in there.
Yeah.
AMF, I forgot what's in there.
They're like 7 different alcohols or something like that. It sounds disgusting, honestly.
When you're young, you're at a club, you just want to, I don't know, you just want to get in the moment. You don't think about it. But now, I would never do that at this age. Drink a drink like that or mix 7 alcohols straight.
Absolutely not.
I stick to my spicy jalapeno margarita. That's it. I don't want nothing else.
That's all I enjoy. I used to drink sangria. I did discover that I am, and I think it's pretty common. I think it's the tannins in the wine, but I have a slight allergy to.
What's that?
Sorry, I don't know, but it's called the tannins.
Oh.
And that's what I'm told that most people are, if they're allergic to wine, it's because of the tannins. And I get like hives, like right under my jawbone, and I get stuffy, a stuffed nose.
Yeah.
And so I would drink sangria. I loved my sangria, but then I realized that like I would get a headache and I wouldn't feel good after.
That's true.
But I could have 2 margaritas and I feel fine. Does not bother me. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to stick with the margarita. So I gave up the sangria. I used to have sangria Saturdays. If you guys remember, I used to talk about it on this podcast.
Yes, you did.
Sangria Saturdays. And then I would go shopping at the outdoor.
We need to do that. Get us some drinks, bring them home, and do a podcast like on a Saturday and just.
Yeah, we could call it Candidly with Tequila.
Yeah.
Or Candidly with Margaritas.
Or Tipsy Saturday or something. I don't know.
Yeah. I've seen other podcasters do that, like Tipsy Q&A. They'll answer questions drunk.
Ooh, that could be fun. Could be fun and dangerous. Whatever.
Yeah, who knows? I guess it'll be interesting to watch it back. Oh, my God.
You know what's crazy? It doesn't feel like Cinco de Mayo week at all. Usually, you feel the energy.
Sunny and beautiful. It's not. It's ugly.
What are we doing? Why? Why do we have rain in Maine?
It's not going to be good the rest of the weekend either.
We're almost next to summer. This time of year, I've been living here since 2007. I've never seen it like this.
Do you know it's going to rain on Saturday?
Yeah.
That's terrible.
Cinco de Mayo.
Ew.
It's supposed to be a lowrider day, cruising day.
Oh, you would have done cruises and stuff?
I probably would have hung out during the day, go see what's up with the car thing. But
are they going to do anything? Probably not.
No, I think they will.
Probably
I think the lowriders will come out. They'll suck it up. This is their year. Man. Cinco de Mayo, man. They like to cruise.
So it'll be tomorrow? Only tomorrow, right?
Saturday, babe.
But Saturday's the 6th of May.
Yeah, but still, you cruise on the weekends. It'll be all weekend long, they'll cruise. Oh. Saturday, Sunday. Let me tell you, the party starts from Friday to the weekend.
It probably starts today for a lot of people.
Yeah.
Because they took the 5th off, so they're already off.
True.
Yeah.
True. But yeah,
I
it's
think
gonna
I'm
be.
gonna enjoy myself a margarita Saturday at Luna. That's my tradition is after Orange Theory on Saturday, Lisa and I walk over. But if I have the acai bowl, I don't have a margarita because
That's gross.
It's gross
Doesn't
combo.
feel like it goes. Yeah, you're having fruit.
But I'm really loving the acai bowl. And so a lot of times I'll choose that over the margarita. All right. So you know what I wanted to ask you about? Because we have been seeing it on TV all week. And I just finally looked it up what the fuck the Met Gala is. You know, I never knew what the Met Gala was.
I just thought it was people just go dress up and show off for some fashion event. What the hell is it?
Such a big
It looks stuffy.
freaking hoopla.
Yeah.
For the Met Gala.
I'm
It
cool.
is literally
You couldn't pay me to go to that.
It's basically a social event, like a fundraising dinner to commemorate the annual, like the costume. I don't know. Let me see. Did I put some notes here? It is.
I guess Hollywood has a lot to do with this thing.
Yes, it's one of the most notable sources of funding for the Institute of Costumes and
Hollywood.
Fashion or something like that. It's a fundraiser in New York, and Anna Wintour, the editor-in-chief of Vogue magazine, took over in 1995. Super exclusive. And here's the thing. The big deal about the Met Gala is it's just the red carpet, right? There's a theme every year. So it's almost like a costume party. It's literally like a high-end costume party. Like this year, the theme was Karl Lagerfeld because the museum, it was going to commemorate the opening of the museum of the Karl Lagerfeld Museum, like all of his, the Fendi guy.
Yeah.
You know him?
Okay.
Anyways, so that was the theme this year. So there's always a theme, and it's always a big freaking hoopla just to walk the red carpet. And the reason why we never see what actually it is because all it is like a dinner inside. It's like a dinner, but it's very expensive to go, and you have to be invited to go, and you have to pay because it's like
basically what it's saying is only important people are going to be at this event.
Yeah.
That's the message.
And
Important rich people with deep pockets.
So the celebrities go for the red carpet thing. They arrive, they pose, they walk inside, and they wear something over the top. It's not like normal fashion.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Then there is a cocktail hour. So the celebrities and guests mingle during the cocktail hour inside, but no phones or social media or anything is allowed inside. So every once in a while, there'll be a photo that leaks, but there's not a lot because they forbid you using your phone or being on social media or posting from the inside. But it's basically a stuffy cocktail hour plus dinner, then like a musical guest. And that is freaking it. And then the big deal is after parties. Everyone changes out of that weird clothes.
Yeah.
And then they all go to all the hot spots in the after parties in New York City. But that's what it is. It's just like a fundraiser thing.
It's just it's an event to be seen too.
That's what it is for. It's to be seen.
Look
so like,
me,
I got
guys.
the invite, the coveted invite.
Yeah.
But even Doja Cat came as a cat, and she
that.
like was on the red carpet doing an interview, and she would only meow. It was fucking weird.
Like, what's up with you, girl? What's going on, man?
I don't know. I thought it was very strange.
Hollyweird. Once you said Hollywood's involved, I said, oh yeah.
Hollyweird. And the Kardashians, once they started getting invited, they go and they kind of go all out. But Kim got her first invite, or the first Met Gala she was Kanye's plus one, because she was not respected to go to the Met Gala back then.
Damn.
And she was
crazy.
Kanye West plus one. She was pregnant with North. And now Kanye West is talking shit about all the Kardashians, saying they got to the Met Gala because he got them in. And now their style is terrible. And like it's not up to par like it used to be because of his influence. He was on a podcast talking about that.
Oh, so he's responsible for dressing them.
Yeah. Giving his fashion input, which he did. And I know that Kim was worried about not having him. Originally, when they had first parted on good terms, the idea was that he would still be her stylist, but that didn't work out very long.
Of course not. She started messing around with Pete Davidson.
But yeah, I don't know. Just interesting. Not my cup of tea. I don't care how freaking rich I was.
No.
That to me, it's like.
No, I'm sorry. I'm not hating. That's just not for me. I'm not going to pretend be something I'm not. I'm not those kind of fashion guys that's going to wear something over the top. It just ain't me. I'm a simpleton.
I like to see the fashions a little bit. To see what I just like to. I'm curious. Now I'm curious. What's Kim going to do this year? Because she does things that are over the top and stuff. But I'm not like interested in it. And everyone talks about the Met Gala, but I'm sure 9 out of 10 people go, okay, what is the Met Gala? They have no fucking idea.
It's true.
I don't think they really
I
actually
didn't
know
know
what the
what it
Met
was. I
Gala
just thought it's
is.
some kind of event, and they show. I thought it was like a fashion event. That's what I thought, because they're always over the top. So that's what I assumed. There's some kind of. It's got to be some fashion event.
Yeah, the Institute of like Costume Institute or something like that.
It's an event where they stroke their own egos. I don't know.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
They actually sit down at assigned seating inside. That would be interesting. I bet you it would be difficult to decide who sits where, because it's like the who's who in there.
Yeah.
It's like, I think there's like about 700 people that attend. Anyways.
Interesting.
What do you guys think? Am I crazy? What I think the Met Gala is like, why is it such a hoopla? Who cares? I don't know.
Not for me.
Not for me.
Nope.
Good for thee, not for me.
Exactly.
Okay. I wanted to address just some questions I've gotten recently, like in DMs, just as I talk about different products or people see me do different things, on both my Instagrams. So I have 2 Instagrams, by the way, if you don't know, you guys, Jay's Body Bootcamp and Mrs. CEO_J. That one, Miss CEO_J is like more my fashion, beauty, lifestyle, personal. And then Jay's Body Bootcamp is strictly fitness and health and wellness related.
Yep.
But what I've noticed a lot is whenever I do something different, maybe it's a new product I'm using, or even I switch my nails or something, I get a lot of DMs because people are so concerned, like, oh, you don't use this product anymore. Like it's like people don't expect you to change.
Really?
Yeah. And it's just an interesting.
It's crazy that people care so much.
Yeah, but I get that a lot.
I could care two shits about what people's products are using or what they did with their nails or their hair.
Yeah, like Alyssa was surprised because I switched my nails to like an almond shape, and Alyssa wanted me to do it. She goes, "You should try it." I'm like, "Okay." She said, "I'll make your nails look longer," but I'm like, you know what? I just don't feel like dealing with all the DMs about it, because you wouldn't believe how many people DM me saying, "Oh my God, you changed your nails. Why'd you change your nails?" Like.
Oh my goodness. Is this what women really do? Ladies, this is what y'all do. You concern yourself with someone's nails?
But specifically, okay, let me give you an example. I had a lot of people, because I've been posting more like beauty reviews and things like that, just because I've embraced that side of loving to review products, and I've been in the mood to try new products. But unless I come out and say that something that I've used before, I hate now, and this is why, and I no longer use it, it does not mean that I no longer like the previous product or think there is anything wrong with it. So like makeup. So I used Saint for a long time, and I used exclusively Saint. But like I said, I wanted to explore trying new products, and I like trying new products and doing reviews. So I've been trying other makeup.
Yeah.
And people will be like, "You don't use Saint anymore?" They're like, shocked.
Damn.
And I'm like, actually, I have a drawer full of it. I'm trying other products.
You don't have an exclusive deal with Saint. You know what I'm saying? Like, these companies,
I know.
You don't have exclusive deals. It's okay to try different things and see what you like.
And it's just interesting. But
I wonder what possesses people to care so much about things like that. Or let me say, women. Men don't give a shit about that. Trust me.
Yeah, I fixate on that kind of stuff. But I think what I want to get across is, unless I come forward and tell you, hey guys, I once told you this, but now my opinion has changed on it, which I have done that with some things, and I'll go into that. There's nothing, if I've promoted something in the past, it's still perfectly fine to use. And just because I'm no longer using it or not currently right at this moment talking about it, doesn't mean you can't. Yeah. Unless, if I were to have promoted something and then I find out down the road, hey, it's unsafe or something has changed, I will let you guys know. I did with the Better Weight for Life. At first, they were branded medications for the Ozempic and stuff, and then they switched, and now they're doing the compound pharmacy stuff. And I came out and told you guys, I talked about it on this podcast, like, hey, like, I don't know, I'm not comfortable with the generics.
Yes.
That's the kind of message you'll hear from me. I will be upfront. Just because you see me switch something or whatever doesn't mean that anything I've ever talked about now I don't like that anymore. It just means I'm like moving on. Just because I eat Bear Bells doesn't mean I no longer like Built Bars. I still love Built Bars.
Yeah.
But right now I'm on a Bear Bells kick. So it's that kind of stuff. Yes. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Sometimes I feel like McDonald's. I might feel like Jack in the Box another time.
And then someone, can you imagine if you're eating McDonald's on your Instagram and someone says, "But Mike, I thought you liked burritos."
I love them.
Okay, I love burritos, but right now I'm fucking eating McDonald's.
Yes. Or Janine, what colors? Oh, you changed your nail polish color this week. Why?
Yeah.
I don't know, because I felt like it. The things people concern themselves with it just boggles my mind sometimes.
It's interesting.
It's crazy.
Not all of it bothers me, but it's just interesting. But I do get a lot of questions about.
But I wonder why the human psyche, like why? What is their concern? Like why? I'm curious. Difference between men and women. Like why do women concern themselves over those little details? What makeup you use, how you do your nails. Like men don't care about this kind of stuff.
Okay, to play devil's advocate for a little bit.
Yes.
I feel that I subject myself to it because I am somebody who is very routine and will stick with, I'm a very habitual person, so I'll stick with the same things for a long time. So that it throws people for a loop.
Gotcha.
And it just
like
shocks
if one day,
them.
Instead of going to Luna, you end up at Zona Rosa.
Like, I thought you liked Luna.
What are you doing? Are you
doing?
cheating on Luna? I thought you had an exclusive deal only eating there. Wouldn't that be lovely? We got free food and drinks there.
Yeah, so some of the questions I've gotten recently. So Saint, by the way, is for Saint, I used to sell the makeup. So they're a direct marketing company and I used to sell it. I still actually have my account with them to sell it. And I still have a lot of customers who purchase. I still use Saint occasionally, but I have been trying other products. But because I stopped talking about it and actively promoting it, I had some people ask me if I am anti-MLM now. Do you know what MLM is? Multi-level marketing?
Multi-level marketing, yes. I've heard you say that many times.
Yes.
So let me get this straight. You're not using Saint right now.
I'm not. I use some of it, but I'm not actively promoting it.
I gotcha.
I am not actively I am active with them still actually, but I'm not actively pursuing sales. I'm like active for like my current clientele. I don't do color matches anymore or anything. But okay, so it's a two-part question because Saint, yes, they're direct marketing company. They are a multi-level marketing company, but I never really put them in the exact category just because I don't feel like they have overpriced products. So in terms of my feelings on MLM, yeah, I'm a little weirded out about MLMs. I don't like to be approached by people who sell products for MLM. I know that might be that might be contradictory, right? Because I have purchased from MLMs. I have Monate. We have family members that do that, so I purchased to promote them. I like some of the products. I feel that, yes, they are overpriced in a lot of ways, as most MLMs are, because you have to leave a lot of meat on the bone for everybody else.
Yeah.
Then but Saint, I never felt they were overpriced, and I do love their products still. I still order and refill like my makeup. I still use them, but I don't actively try to build a team or whatever, because yes, over time, my feelings towards MLMs kind of give me the ick.
The ick?
The ick. Yeah. Because the whole vibe of MLMs, the way people approach you and stuff. Yeah. So I try to steer clear of products that are from direct marketing companies just because I do feel they're overpriced. I don't put Saint in that overpriced category, but I still love Saint's products. But
at the moment, you're using other products.
I'm using other things, mostly other things right now. So that's my answer on that. On another token, I've had a lot of people reach out to me about INNO SUPPS.
Oh, yeah?
Why am I no longer promoting INNO SUPPS? I did talk about that on an episode of this podcast a few months back. I made the switch. I made a deliberate switch. I was looking for another company for quite some time. I just did not like the way INNO SUPPS treated their ambassadors. I did not like their marketing. I felt like their marketing was misleading. I didn't like the emails that I get in my inbox from them.
Yeah.
Like they're just misleading about losing weight fast and just, I don't know. I just didn't like the style of their emails.
Yeah.
And I did not like the fact that there was no label transparency. So there's things that I discovered over time. So that's why I saw another company that took care of those concerns. However, none of the products that I promoted that I loved on INNO SUPPS, I would not tell you to stop using them. I think they're still great products. The INNO Cleanse was great. Gut Protect, Gut Support, great products. I didn't like their protein powders. I never liked their protein powders, but that's the scoop on INNO SUPPS. So yes, I am with One Up Nutrition now.
One Up Nutrition.
And let me just put out there, when I do a product review, whether it is sponsored or not, because yes, some of them are sponsored. Sometimes I get paid to do them.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that.
Sometimes I get commission for products I sell when I do a review. I still will not do a dishonest review, whether it's sponsored or not. Yeah. It irritates me when people say, oh, but you're getting paid for this. Yeah, but I would not give a review on a product, a positive review, unless I like the product.
Yeah, and people should know by now you're not that type of person that promotes every single thing that falls in your lap. Can you imagine how many stuff you get and people want to promote this,
and I send
that.
it back, or throw it in the garbage, or I give it to our cleaners.
Yeah, I get stuff all the time. You do,
and I don't promote what I wouldn't use, what I wouldn't purchase.
No,
so it really shouldn't matter to you whether it's sponsored or not.
No, people just gotta run their mouth. They always gotta say something. You go to work for free, you punch a clock, you shut the fuck up. Nobody works for free.
Filming something, because look, there's a difference between, if I get a product and I love it, this is what kills me, because there's like these like people on TikTok especially, they get so bothered if they know you're going to make a commission off something. Hold on a minute. You want me to film myself trying on an outfit and then link it and handhold you to buy the outfit, tell you about the sizing, the quality, but God forbid.
Exactly.
I could just find a cool pair of sweats on Amazon, like them, and not share it.
Exactly.
And not film it, and just have a cool pair of sweats from Amazon. I don't have to do that. And I don't feel like doing everything I do for free.
Exactly. Time is money. People don't value their time.
So you guys got to stop bashing like the influencer community.
Yes.
Stop bashing it, because you're being influenced.
Exactly.
And if you're being influenced, stop bashing that people make money from filming, editing, posting. That stuff takes time, and nothing is free in this world.
No. When you go to work, what do you get paid for? Your time, right? It's your time. I punch. I'm not because you work from home, you're not supposed to get paid. God forbid. Oh my God.
Yeah, like sometimes if I don't mention a brand, like say, I'll give you an example. If I'm on TikTok and I find a pair of sweats and I don't mention the brand in my video of what sweats they are, so in order for someone to get the sweats, they have to go to my Amazon storefront, click on the link, and then they can get the sweats. People will get so mad and they'll talk shit in the comments saying, oh, she just doesn't want to say the brand because she wants us to click on her link so she can make some commission. It's not all that serious. It's not always the case. It's not always true.
Yeah.
But so?
Exactly. I wish I could go in there and clown. And
that's my point. Like, I just tried these fuckers on for you and shared that I found a good quality sweats that I love on Amazon. And so you're mad that I'm going to make $1 when you buy a pair?
Exactly. No one's getting rich.
Honestly, it's ridiculous.
I know.
And sometimes, yes, sometimes I work with companies, sometimes they're sponsored. I'm required to say when it's sponsored. So it'll be a hashtag, gifted. Though if it's a paid collaboration, there'll be something in the post that indicates that. On my YouTube videos, it'll say paid collaboration, so you guys know. But it does not change the value of my review, because I will still give an honest review regardless. I just did a review for INNO SUPPS. I liked everything out of their new limited edition release that's launching on Friday, except for the greens. I was like, still tastes like dirt. Sorry.
Yeah.
Can't eat these every day.
Yeah.
I won't drink these every day. They asked for an honest review. I gave an honest review. I liked everything else, just didn't like the greens.
Yeah. And God forbid that your celebrity crush influences you to buy something that they're just getting paid to promote it. They probably don't even love it. A lot of times they don't even love it. They can pay so much money to promote things. But you're quick to run out and buy because you're a hype beast.
Like, are you mad when you watch a commercial and you go, ooh, that looks like a nice shampoo, I'm going to go get it? Do you get mad when you find out that the model who's in the commercial got paid to do the ad? I don't understand. People need to change their perception of, you got to understand that it takes time to film content. And like when people go, link please, whatever, that's fine. I don't mind giving the links. No. But be appreciative.
Exactly.
And don't get bothered by the fact that they're making something from it. I make it a point when I am watching an influencer and I find something and buy, I make sure to use their link. Even though I could go, oh, okay, I know that. I'll go and search it up and then I'll put it in my store and use my own link. No, if I am influenced by somebody else, I will use their link to purchase it. And then only once I get it and like it, will I then create a link for that product.
Gotcha.
So you got to pay it forward. It's like, anyways, but so when I try, some things I just try and I have no monetary gain at all. So I did try, and I'm going to show you these. I just tried the new Bear Bells. I wanted you to try them. So no monetary gain, by the way, not sponsored. My daughter told me these came out. I love Bear Bells, and so I ordered two new flavors. They are they're called the soft protein bars. This one I wanted you to try because to me, it tastes like a Snickers bar. So honest opinion.
Legit.
Does it taste like a Snickers bar to you? It's
very close.
Very good. And this one kind of tastes to me like a Milky Way. This is caramel.
Wow. And to think, I come from era when you ate protein bars, it tastes like absolute dog shit. I'm just being honest. I'm 48. The protein bars didn't taste as good.
Oh my God, it's good.
20, 30 years ago. They were horrible. They were like chalky
good.
And nasty.
It's delicious. The caramel's creamy. So anyways, not sponsored, guys. But
not sponsored. You heard it here.
Who cares? It should be sponsored. Bear Bells, sponsor me.
I know, right? We buy a lot of your bars, though. We do. We love it here.
Oh my God, we're keeping the lights on over there at Bear Bells. I just bought another box.
Dude,
actually, I bought 2 boxes, and then I bought another box of the chocolate dough.
I look at it this way. I'll be honest with you. I smoke weed. Sometimes I get the munchies at night, and I want ice cream. I want to go get an ice cream bar, but I say, you know what? Protein bar is much better. So I go for the protein bar. Because I enjoy it, and I'm getting protein out of it. Yeah. Ice cream is all sugar.
Unless it's my protein ice cream, which I'm going to make some.
Yeah, unless it's that. That's different. But I'm just saying, for people who struggle, there's a lot of people who have, I don't have a severe sweet tooth, but some people who just absolutely do. That's a perfect snack right there to go to simmer down the beast. You know what I mean? Till it's your cheat day and you can enjoy a donut or two or whatever it is that you love to enjoy.
Exactly. So those are a yes from me. Mm-hmm. Okay. Tackling another question that I've gotten a couple of times this week. It still boggles my mind when somebody on my Mrs. COJ page says, I thought you were keto. I'm like, I have not been keto.
Somebody recently said this?
Yeah, just this week.
Yo, where you been?
Like, I thought you were keto. And I was like,
where did you hear that at?
I have not been keto in 3 years.
Yeah.
I stopped being keto in right before the pandemic. So 2019.
Both probably about the same.
Yeah. So why did I stop being keto? I'll answer it. I stopped being keto because I wanted more balance and flexibility. Yeah. I didn't feel like it was sustainable long term.
Nope.
And let me tell you this. Early on in my keto journey, early on, because I was keto for 3 years. So we're talking like 7 years ago now. So 7 years ago when I started keto, yes, I bought into the hype that it was some magical diet that you could eat as much as you want as long as you didn't eat carbs and you would lose weight. I quickly realized that was not true. Calories still mattered and all of that. So then, but I still did keto for a while. I liked the way I felt on keto. It kept me satiated. It was easier to stay in a calorie deficit at the time. But I did not like the lack of flexibility. And I started to, on that 3rd year, I started to feel like I felt deprived. And I didn't like that feeling.
Yeah.
I felt like I couldn't eat what I wanted.
It's limited.
I started to feel like it was affecting my relationship with food. And I became fixated with ketone readings, checking my ketone levels. Remember that?
Yeah, you did. Remember I told you I didn't give two shits about it.
I would come home from like sushi and where I tried to stay keto, but then I'd be afraid that there was sugar in the sauce or something. I'm like, oh my God, I hope it didn't kick me out of ketosis. And I would check my ketone levels. And one day I was doing that, and it was after a sushi trip, and it had kicked me out of ketosis, and I was freaking out about it. And I'm like, you know what? I have now created an unhealthy relationship with food. Whether I'm in ketosis or not does not impact weight loss.
At all.
It didn't.
People don't think that.
I wasn't thinking logically.
Okay, so let me ask you this. What was the purpose? Why were people so fixated with I never did that ketone body test and stuff. What was the obsession with that?
Because
did you
when
feel mentally that your
have,
body's burning fat when you're in it?
It means that you've successfully depleted your carbohydrates and you are burning fat for fuel.
Okay.
The problem is people assume that literally. Oh my gosh, when my ketone levels are high, that means I'm literally burning body fat. It's not true. You are only literally burning body fat if you're in a calorie deficit. You can also burn body fat being in a calorie deficit and consuming carbs.
Yes, you can.
But I think that the thought behind, wow, I have this like little meter that tells me I'm burning body fat, it just made people more likely to stay on track because they wanted to see that meter.
I never did it once, and we have picture evidence where you took pictures of me for, I don't know, 8 to 12 weeks, and every week you show me, look, boom,
because
boom, 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 boom,
you can burn. You're
every
burning
week I lost
body.
weight.
If the ketone levels are up, it means you're burning ketone bodies for energy. But if you're eating a surplus of calories, the ketone bodies are coming from the surplus of calories. It's coming from dietary fat. It doesn't come from stored body fat unless you're in a deficit. And when that clicked in my brain, I thought, so why am I bothering not eating some of my favorite things when it doesn't matter? I can eat them and still be in a deficit.
Yes.
And so that's why I changed my mind. I just feel like that's why I changed.
Because someday you might want a sandwich, you might want bread, but when you're on keto, you're limited, or you might want a little pasta.
So I can be in a calorie deficit, eat bread and pasta and fruit and rice and still lose weight. And so I'm thinking, so wait, why am I doing this again? I originally started this because I bought into the Kool-Aid that you could eat as many calories as you want, but I quickly realized that wasn't true. So why am I staying keto? It didn't like correlate. And then when I did, my cholesterol was a little higher. I wasn't ever high cholesterol, but when I was on keto, my LDL was higher. And I'm like, if I keep doing this, my LDL, it still directly correlates to cardiac events.
But see, people in the keto community don't want to hear that. Like,
they don't.
It's the truth,
I think that
blood work does not lie, people.
So it just depends. And some people are more prone to high cholesterol. So it's important to know what your markers are. If you love keto, there's no reason not to do it if your health markers are on point.
Yes.
And a keto diet supports that. Sometimes you have health conditions where carbohydrates contribute to the health condition. So everybody's different. So it's not something I would go and say, oh my God, you guys, I made a mistake. Nobody should do keto. No, that's not true. And as I evolved with my feelings towards keto, I shared them. My feelings were, hey, look, don't worry about ketone readings. Don't worry about being keto 100% of the time. Calories still matter. So I still gave my messaging. I still have many clients on keto, although it keeps dwindling. But I still have a lot of clients on keto. I helped a lot of clients transition from keto to balanced.
Yep.
It was difficult mentally for them to feel like they could eat carbs because carbs were totally vilified.
Scary, especially if you had great results like I did on keto. I had tremendous.
So you get scared. Oh my God, if I eat carbs, am I going to gain all my weight back?
I was super lean and felt good, but I couldn't sustain it either because the type of training that I do, I was conking out. I don't have any energy.
Yeah, and you know what started to happen with us towards the end of that keto journey was we would go off the chain on the weekend when we finally ate carbs.
Yeah.
We could not control it.
No, it was bad.
I remember going to bed sometimes like thinking to myself, I
want to throw up.
Want to vomit. Like my stomach is swollen.
Yeah.
And it was a terrible feeling.
Because we deprived ourselves.
Yeah, and so then when you do, you become very sensitive to carbs.
Yes.
So when you eat carbs, then you blow up like a puffer fish and you just feel disgusting. But now, since I eat carbs every day, I don't feel much different when I have some extra calories on the weekend. I don't feel very different.
Not at all.
I don't get bloated.
I feel good. I use it for the workouts. If I eat like even on Fridays, I start to eat a little more. I get a good hard workout Saturday morning. I can feel it. Yeah. Extra calories. Mm-hmm. So when I feel like that, I push harder.
So that's my spiel on that. I personally decided it was no longer serving me, and so that is why I stopped doing it. There's no huge red alert like that I would like to tell people don't do it. The only time I would say, if you're choosing keto because you think it's some magic diet that's going to be very fast because of things you've seen on social media or whatever, that's not the case. Don't drink the Kool-Aid. I'm here to tell you, don't waste your time like I wasted 7 years ago, because that is not the case. It's not a magic diet. Any style of nutrition works for weight loss when calories are controlled.
Yes.
So you should pick whatever works with your beliefs, with your eating style, with your preferences. Whether you are an animal activist, so you need it to be vegan. Whether you want to eat 1 meal a day or you want to eat 10 meals a day, it doesn't matter.
You know what it all comes down to, though? It doesn't matter what diet you do, how you eat. The thing is, you still can't cheat the game. We'll go back to it. Calories in, calories out. That's it. You know? That's it. You consume more than you burn, you're going to gain weight. It's like a bank account. You got $2,000 in the bank and you withdraw $2,500, now you're negative $500. Look at it as the same thing with weight loss. You have 2,000 calories you eat and then you eat 2,500. You're in a surplus. You just overfilled the dam.
And here's the thing. Most people just don't want to look in the mirror and face the truth.
They don't. They're so in denial.
The fact is, it doesn't matter what condition, what your age, none of that matters. If currently you are not, or you're gaining weight or you're not losing weight, it means you're not in a calorie deficit. You're eating too much. You're eating more than your body is burning. Now, look, I don't make the rules, and I'm not your body. Your body may burn slower for various reasons. Your body may burn slower because you have a medical condition. You don't move as much. You don't have a lot of muscle tissue. So yeah, your metabolism is slower. It does not change the fact that if you're gaining weight, you are eating too much for you.
Yes. People don't want to admit that, though. They're so in denial. It's crazy they're in denial.
It's not some
they make up
magical
reasons why they're not losing weight. Like, dude, you're just bullshit. You're eating more than you should. That's it.
Yeah.
Be honest with yourself.
Their perception is they're eating a lot less than they are.
They're lying to themselves.
Because you eat small meals, but you pick all day.
You pick all day.
That adds up. One high day a week that threw off that'll throw off your calories for the whole week. If you have a 4,000 calorie day, it doesn't matter if you barely ate all week. That's going to set that off. It's not only contained to one day. You know what I mean?
Not only that, like you said, people pick a lot, okay? They pick.
Yeah.
I'm guilty of that. Also, sauces. They use sauces and they don't count for that. Sauces have calories in them. Like that little package of Chick-fil-A, their sauce is like 150 calories or something.
Yeah, a lot of people don't account for any oils, sauces.
Yep. What else that they don't see that's hidden?
Little candies, maybe some people suck on candies all day, Ricolas all day, or they have these habits that they don't realize are a ton of calories.
Yes.
A lot of people don't count liquid calories either.
Oh, they don't.
Like somewhere along the line, they decided that liquid calories don't matter.
Yes, they do.
And liquid calories matter more than ever. You know why? Because 500 liquid calories is not going to fill you up the way 500 solid food calories are.
No, that's a Starbucks drink.
So you are going to eat more that day.
That's like me sucking down a large horchata. It's probably like 500 calories. A big one?
Oh, it's like probably 500.
Yeah, all that sugar. Ooh, yeah. See? Versus eating 500 calories. You're right.
Mm-hmm.
If you're going to suck down 500 calories, make sure it's a protein shake, man. Don't waste it.
You better have protein in it.
Yeah.
If I'm going to drink my calories, that's my one rule. I say, I'll drink my calories sometimes.
Yeah, my coffee.
But it has to have protein in it.
Yes.
That should be a rule of thumb for anybody. Everything that you eat should have some protein in it. Like everything. And if you can make it so that even your snacks have protein in it, like you're going to be good on protein. You'll actually probably eat a little less because you'll be more satiated.
Mm-hmm.
But that's a good rule of thumb. But I really want you to remember this. If you do not remember anything from this video, if right now your weight is not moving and you feel like you're trying, you are eating too many calories. Whether you want to believe it or not, whether you like to hear that or not, whether you think you barely eat or not, it is the fact.
Yep.
It is the fact. And until you admit it to yourself and you take accountability for that fact, it's not going to change.
No. You got to take accountability, though. A lot of times they don't. They live in denial.
Oh, but I hardly eat. Okay, it's
oh my God.
Obviously
I'd be rich for every time I heard that.
I know.
Hardly eat.
I hear that a lot.
I bet you if we put a camera in your ass, the lie detector, determine.
Okay, let me give
that's a lie.
I'm going to leave you with this example. Okay. If what I'm saying isn't true, then nobody would be losing weight on Ozempic.
Hello.
They're losing weight. All of these people. Why is it all these people say, oh, I didn't eat that much. I tried everything. I have all these conditions. Why is it that if they get on Ozempic, now they lose weight? It's because you're not eating as much. That's what all Ozempic does, is drops you your calorie intake. So it means you were eating too much.
Yes.
It's
what did your dad say? Your 83-year-old father used to say when he wanted to lose weight. What did he tell you?
He would cut all his portions in half.
He doesn't know calories.
Because he knew that would mean he was consuming less. So he would lose weight.
Just by cutting his portions in half.
Cutting his portions all in half. When he wanted to go on a diet, he would just cut everything in half.
And it worked like a charm.
He would lose weight fast, obviously. That's a big change. A lot of times, too, I had someone who, I'm not going to share who this person is, but someone who had bariatric surgery. And I worked with this person for years. And she would always say, I'm trying. I hardly eat. I really don't eat that much. I don't know why it's not working. Just calorie deficits don't work for me. I've got to have some other conditions. I got to have something else going on. Once she had the surgery, the weight came off like that. Because the surgery does nothing.
No.
Hormonally, does nothing. All it does is shrink your stomach so that you consume less calories.
Yes.
So what that tells me is all those years working with her, she was over-consuming calories. It wasn't some mystery. And now, in hindsight...
And miraculously, she lost weight.
Now, hindsight, talking to her, she says, you were right all along. Like, I was eating more. I was not admitting it to myself. It's not that she was lying to me. She was not admitting to herself that she was over-consuming and that she was not tracking and that her issues were snacking at night, and she would block those out and never accommodate those. She'd be like, I hardly ate during the day, but at night.
But that's when the demons come out at night.
And only in hindsight, after successful weight loss from bariatric surgery, does she realize that.
Wow.
And so I'm telling you, it's important. Don't let it get that serious. You don't have to go down the route of bariatric surgery or even Ozempic. A big step is just taking accountability for the fact that if you're not where you want to be and you're not in a weight loss phase, it's because you're consuming too much. And until you admit it to yourself, it's not going to work. The needle's never going to move.
No, it's not. Stop lying to yourself.
Yeah. All right, you guys. Thank you so much. We'll see you on the next one.
See you.